Hello my beautiful friends, it's Marissa from 9 for Health and Fitness, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about depression. Now this is such a touchy subject I find with a lot of people. However, statistics show that 1 in 5 people in America have sought professional help in this area, so I know that it is a massive problem. We are in Australia. I am sure the statistics are very similar here as well, and I just wanted to share this little video with you guys to hopefully help switch your mindset about it all. Depression is not a disease. Okay guys, you don't just catch depression. Depression is a consequence of a series of events that are linked to a strong negative emotion. Alright, and from that negative emotion, you have allowed yourself to linger on those negative thoughts and feelings, and over time, you get depressed, and eventually, if it gets bad enough and you don't deal with it early on, you become medically depressed. So you are actually classified as you have depression. Have you ever wondered why depressed people take antidepressants and are still depressed? Right, that's a good question to ask you guys. Now, that's because the medication doesn't really work. It doesn't cure depression. All it does is numb the symptoms. And the way that it does that is it releases artificial serotonin, which is a feel-good chemical, into the brain so that you are able to focus on other things instead of focusing on that painful experience that you have had in the past. The problem with taking antidepressants and having that artificial serotonin into your brain is that over time, your body naturally stops making as much serotonin because it doesn't need to. It's getting it artificially from somewhere else. So if you were to stop antidepressants, you would really struggle and you would still have depression because you haven't dealt with the cause of depression. You have only been trying to numb the symptoms. So the big question is, how do we prevent and cure depression? We discover the cause and we deal with it. It's as simple as that. Now I want you to think back to a time when you felt depressed. Maybe you were having body image issues, maybe you had a bad fight with a partner, or you went through a breakup, maybe you became really sick and ill. You know, just think about a time where you just felt really down and depressed about life and yourself in general. By lingering on those past events or thoughts, you began to form beliefs into your subconscious that put you in a depressed, unresourceful state. For example, maybe you were bullied in school and told that you were ugly and fat. Because of your insecurities being a teenager, you most likely took what they said on board. You allowed yourself to believe those thoughts and you kept repeating them in your head. You kept hearing their voice saying, "You're so ugly, go put some makeup on, you're fat." You kept repeating them until you formed a subconscious belief within yourself that you were actually ugly and fat. No one wants to be ugly and fat. So what does that do? It creates a depressing feeling within you, and eventually you become depressed. As a result, you started wearing baggier clothes. You started keeping your head down during class. You tried not to look anyone in the eye, and all of these things came because you formed that belief in your subconscious that you were ugly and fat because you have allowed that bully who knows nothing to control your life. Over time, as you keep believing those thoughts and lingering upon them, your hormones start going out of whack. That's because instead of focusing on how happy you are and being grateful for everything you have and exercising and eating well, you have been focusing on hiding yourself and avoiding that bully at school and preventing everyone from looking at you. So instead of controlling your stress levels by cultivating those feel-good hormones in your body by exercising and doing things that are fun for you, instead you've deprived yourself of experiencing and feeling those positive emotions. Now, while there are many strategies and different ways that you can help cure depression using your neurology, which is your mind, or using your physiology, which is your body, I'm just going to share a few tips in regards to your physiology, only because it is easier and quicker to explain. Okay, I want you guys to do an activity for me. Wherever you are, I want you to stand up out of your chair or off your bed, wherever you are. I want you to pull your shoulders back, lift your head up high, look at the ceiling. Okay, now give me the biggest smile you can possibly create with your face. And then I want you to start breathing deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, now just disregard the fact that you look like, you know, an absolute weirdo, but no one's around you, hopefully, if you're doing this. Now I want you to try your hardest to feel depressed. I dare you. I dare you to be depressed right now while holding that position. Okay, now, for most of you, I don't know anyone who has experienced depression while looking like this. However, for most of you guys, it was probably impossible. You probably couldn't cultivate those feelings of depression. And the reason why is because you have used your body, your physiology, to counteract those depressing thoughts. Okay, so think about a depressed person. They usually walk around with their shoulders hunched down. I've actually noticed that if you're a woman, a lot of the time they wear their hair down to hide themselves. They probably speak in a quiet, you know, slow, shy, depressed voice. They probably don't look people in the eye when they speak to them or when they walk past them. They probably don't introduce themselves. You know, just think of all the qualities that a depressed person usually has. Okay, now think of a confident, happy person. What do they look like in regards to their body language? Most of the time, they look like the way you just acted, except maybe not the smiling and looking at the roof. Their shoulders are pulled back, their head is high, they're smiling, they're looking at people, you know, they're talking to others. You can see that they're loving life. Now, the great thing with physiology is if you were to mimic that confident and happy person's body language, you will most likely cultivate the same feelings that they are feeling within you. So if you were feeling depressed or you were starting to feel sad, use your body to get out of that state, to get out of that unresourceful state that is not going to do any good for you. All it's going to do is make you sad and feel sorry for yourself and, oh, self-pity, look at me, all of that, okay? No one likes that person that just wants attention. Okay, you are in control and you can change things, and the trick I just showed you is an easy way how to. Okay, so next time you are feeling depressed or sad or whatever, I challenge you guys to pull your shoulders back, lift your head up high and smile. All right, just smile and watch and be aware of those negative emotions, because they will slowly, maybe quickly, fade away. It's really hard to be depressed when I look like this. I'm so sad. Like, it's not gonna happen, you guys. All right, and that's my tip, and that's my take on depression. I hope you guys have learned something out of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please be aware that I do not mean to be offensive in any single way. And if you are depressed and this video hasn't helped you, I highly recommend seeking professional help. But this is just, you know, for those people out there who might be in the beginning stage of depression, or who just want to learn how to control their feelings when they do start feeling a bit down about themselves. Okay, and that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to make more for you. And if you did like this video and you'd like to see more, please click the like and subscribe button below. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.